Hi, Sawadee Krop. Good to see you guys. It's Teacher Pete with English Learning Space. I'm here with my friend and partner Paul,
Hi.
and my assistant Nikki is sleeping. Oh, he works so hard, and then he takes a nap. Well, it's nice to see you. Welcome. We have a little story to read. And if you want to join us live, that's great. We're live. But some of you will watch this later. That's awesome. Please comment below. I love to read your comments and suggestions for lessons. And if you like this lesson, give us a like. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. We're going to read a true happy story. I will show the words, I will read. You can listen and read along with me. But before we do, we should look at a little vocabulary. This will help you understand the story. This story is about a tortoise. 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 I know it looks like tortoise, but it's not. We just say tortoise. Tortoise. What is a tortoise? Well, really, you think we have two words. A tortoise really is a turtle. Turtle, tortoise. Really, they're the same. In English, we make a difference. Usually, a turtle is in the water, a giant sea turtle or a turtle in lake or river, and tortoise is on land, right? Turtle in the water, tortoise on land. They really look the same. I understand. So, a little vocabulary. We will read a story about a true story, a happy story, a story with a happy ending about a tortoise. And before we do, I have a question. Is it are you ever too old to have babies? Can someone be too old to have babies? Well, maybe the answer might be different for boys and girls, but we're going to read a story about a tortoise who had a baby. And you know, tortoises, they live a long life, right? Well, we'll see a story in a moment. Before we look at the story, let's look at some vocabulary to help us understand the story. First vocabulary word is a noun called hatchling. Hatchling. What is a hatchling? Do you know? It's a noun, hatchling. Well, a hatchling is a baby animal. An animal baby just came from the egg, right? Recently came from egg, right? It comes from a verb to hatch. To hatch is to break out of an egg. When the baby comes out, egg breaks, baby comes out. Hello, mama. This verb is called to hatch, right? So a hatchling is just a baby animal that comes from egg. For example, right? A hatchling could be a baby bird, a baby snake, a baby lizard, right? Or a hatchling could be a baby tortoise or turtle, right? Okay, the next vocabulary is a term critically endangered. Critically endangered. Critically endangered. What does this mean to be critically endangered? The tortoise in this story is critically endangered. Well, take it apart. Critically is an adverb. It means seriously, severely, or very much. extremely, critically. And endangered means almost gone, almost dead, close to extinction, or no more. So if we say this turtle is critically endangered, this means then seriously, they are very few of these turtles left. Not a lot. Okay, next vocabulary word is offspring. Offspring is a noun. It just means babies, children, or hatchlings, right? It's a little bit formal. It could be human, it could be animal. Offspring, babies. One more kind of science word. It is herpetology. Herpetology. What is herpetology? The study of her? No, study of reptiles. If you study reptiles, you are a herpetologist. Herpetology, study of reptiles. What are reptiles? Well, reptiles are animals like snakes, lizards, alligator, crocodile, turtles, tortoise. All of these are reptiles. Humans are mammals, like dogs. And most teachers are also mammals. Most, I say. Okay, let's take a look now. Let's do a little reading. Now that we've seen these vocabulary words and discussed a little bit, let's read about a tortoise and how he just is a new father. He is so excited. He's giving cigars to all of his friends because he just had some babies. But it's a little bit different than most people that are a father the first time. Right? Okay, so let me share my screen and we'll take a look and read a story about a tortoise. This is the tortoise we'll be talking about today. That's what I want. Here is a picture of the tortoise. His name is Mr. Pickles. Do you like to eat pickles? I love pickles, but some people do not like pickles. Well, this is not a food, it's a tortoise, and his name is Mr. Pickles. There's a picture of him on the left side, and he is very old. And on the right side, we have his baby, one of his new babies, one of his hatchlings. That's Mr. Pickles on the left. Okay, so how old is Mr. Pickles? Hi, Fa KTP. Nice to see you. Welcome. Fa, we're reading a story about a tortoise. You can also call it a turtle. A tortoise named Mr. Pickles, and he just became a father. He just became a dad. He's a new dad. He's so excited. But let me know, Fa, if you have any questions about anything in this story. We're going to read a story. And we have Nechanuk, Kim Klai. Nice to see you. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Okay, let's read a little story, a short news article about Mr. Pickles the turtle and how he just had babies. Okay, there is the picture of Mr. Pickles and one of his 3 babies. And let's read the story. Okay, so read with me. Read as I read and listen. If you have any questions about this story, please ask and I will answer, vocabulary or anything. Okay, listen carefully, read along with me, and then we will discuss after. Here we go. Mr. Pickles, a 90-year-old radiated tortoise and the oldest animal at the Houston Zoo, became a father for the first time last week. Houston is a city in Texas in the United States. So this is a story about a turtle in Texas. Mr. Pickles and his 53-year-old partner, his wife, Mrs. Pickles, welcomed 3 hatchlings that could live for up to 150 years if well taken care of. Native to southern Madagascar, that is an island off of Africa. So this kind of tortoise is native to southern Madagascar. Native to southern Madagascar, radiated tortoises are critically endangered and rarely produce offspring, Houston Zoo officials said. New hatchlings, quote, these are the words. I didn't mean to highlight that, sorry. These are the words, and now it won't unhighlight. These are the words from the people at the zoo. The new hatchlings came as a surprise when a herpetology keeper happened upon Mr. Pickles as the tortoise was laying her, Mrs. Let me start again. The new hatchlings came as a surprise when a herpetology keeper happened upon Mrs. Pickles as the tortoise was laying her eggs at closing time, the Houston Zoo blog reported. Here we can see a picture of the 3 babies. The animal care team quickly went to work uncovering the eggs and getting them to the safety of the reptile and amphibian house. The soil in Houston isn't hospitable to Madagascar native tortoises. Hospitable means good, kind, or friendly, right? The soil in Houston is not good for these turtles. And it's unlikely the eggs would have hatched on their own if the keeper hadn't been in the right place at the right time. And here's a picture of the 3 babies, the 3 hatchlings. Oh, they look so cute. I have to say, just my personal opinion, Mr. Pickles, not cute. But his babies are so cute. Okay, so here's a little more of the story about Mr. Pickles and his babies. Arriving in 1996, Mrs. Pickles has lived at the Houston Zoo alongside Mr. Pickles ever since. The kids have been named Dill, Gherkin, and Jalapeno. These are kinds of pickles. Dill, gherkin, and jalapeno. The new parents have been key to the Association of Zoos and Aquarium Species Survival Plan for this exquisite reptile. It means beautiful, wonderful, exquisite reptile that has unfortunately fallen afoul of has unfortunately fallen afoul of the illegal animal trade. That just means this turtle is victim of illegal animal stealers, people that take animals from the wild to sell them. And just one more time, let's take a look at, here are his 3 cute little babies. I don't know which one is which, but here we have dill, gherkin, and jalapeno. Ah, Fa, good morning. Oh, yes, nighttime for you, right? A little bit late in Thailand. Is it Raitri?
Ratri Sawat.
Ratri Sawat. My Thai teacher is here with me today. Yes, so that is the story of the three of a 90-year-old tortoise or turtle and his three babies.
Three baby pickles.
Three baby pickles, right? And they're named after pickles. And here is one more picture. Let's look at the picture of Mr. Pickles and one of his babies one more time. Mr. Pickles, good job. See?
It's not too old for have a kid.
Exactly. Paul agrees. You're never too old to have a baby. At least if you are a boy. If you are a male, it's different than a female, right? But in this story, if you remember, Mrs. Pickles, the mom, Mrs. Pickles was 53. Mr. Pickles was 90 years old. And Mrs. Pickles was 53. That's still pretty old to have babies. And it's very good that they are having babies because they're trying to make more of this turtle, make more and put it back into the wild, back into their home in Madagascar, because this turtle is almost extinct, meaning there's no more or not enough, not very many left in the wild. So it's good when they have three babies. That's three more of a turtle that is critically endangered. I imagine you have lots of Nechanuk and Fa. Do you have turtles or tortoises in Thailand or in your country? I think Nechanuk Chimklai is Thai too.
Yeah. Fa is Thai too.
Yeah. Do you guys have turtles in Thailand? Probably a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all the rivers and water. Turtles love rivers.
Mm-hmm.
They love lakes. And
yeah, a lot of turtles.
Yeah.
In Thailand.
And snakes too, right?
Yeah. Even though cobra.
Yeah.
Like
dangerous.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of people just finding them in their house or finding them in
like
drains. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
they
they're
have like
big.
They have like the rescue team.
Yeah.
Yeah. That rescue team can catch the snake.
I've seen it.
Like
I've seen
normal.
pictures of it. And sometimes they're so big. They have
Yeah.
I used to live in Florida in the United States, and of course they have many, many snakes in Florida, but there's a huge problem with snakes that are originally from Thailand and Southeast Asia. They're called the Burmese python, but you have pythons in Thailand too, right? And they came to Florida as pets, but now they take over because somehow they escaped from homes and now they are in the wild breeding and killing all the rabbits and mice and birds. And so they're having a huge problem with these kind of snakes called constrictors, mostly pythons. And there's another kind called boa, which I believe is South American. It's basically the same. The kind of snake that it's not poison. It's not going to bite you. It does bite you, but doesn't really hurt you when it bites you. It gets around you tight and squeezes.
Oh.
Right? And that's called constrict,
Boa.
right? The boa does it. The python does it. And then in of course, South America, there's also the biggest snake in the world called the anaconda, which is just like a huge boa.
Yeah.
And they are the same kind of hunting.
Yeah. In our country, have a boa too.
Yeah. And you have boa and python? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Both of them.
So And it's for adult human, you're not really worried. I mean, you don't want to bite. They will bite you.
Most likely
It's for
like
children.
children and
Oh, animals, your
animals.
goats and sheep.
and the baby cow.
Yeah. So, and that's sad. You don't want to lose. But and your dogs and cat, cats probably not. Cats are too fast. Hard to catch a cat.
And now it's through the North Hollywood have a problem because what they call like small fox.
Oh,
another one. Like
the coyotes.
Yeah, coyotes.
Oh, we saw a coyote. Paul, my dog Nikki and I. We have in North America. We have a kind of. It's really a small wolf kind of animal called a coyote, and they're beautiful and cool, but they can be dangerous. And you saw a coyote? Let me show a picture of a coyote.
Yeah, my friend showed me like they bite my friend dog.
Oh no! Yeah, that's the most. They do this.
My friend dog on the belly.
Oh.
Come and inside come up like.
They had to get a tetanus shot. Was the dog okay?
They're gone because they just saw like the video, like the live cam. And then they can see the check what's going on, and then it's coyotes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, they're hungry, but we understand. But most likely they not come too far. Yeah.
Oh, Paul, right here. I've seen them like 3 times in this neighborhood. In the morning, early morning. Let me show you a picture of a coyote. It's like a small wolf. And they're very common in California. Anaconda, the movie. Oh, sorry, Nechanuk is saying, yeah, like Anaconda, like in the movie. Absolutely, there was a movie called Anaconda. Actually, I think there maybe was more than one. Anaconda 1, Anaconda 2. Yeah, about this giant snake in South America. Absolutely. I'm sure that movie was a little bit exaggerated, maybe big, but this is based on a real snake, and the snake is huge. I mean, they can be up to 4, 5, or more, 6 meters. Okay, sorry. Presenting screen. Here, let me share with you. This is a picture of a coyote. It's a small wolf. He's about the same size as my dog, Nikki. And they're usually not dangerous for adults, but they can eat your small or attack your small animals. And they come into the city at night and they look for trash. They look for food. They look for water. And surprisingly, we see them. I saw one yesterday in the morning and my dog was barking at it in the bushes. Well, that's all the time we have for today, guys. I know it's a little late for you. Thanks for studying English and learning about the tortoise named Mr. Pickles, who just had 3 babies at the ripe old age of 90 years old. And his wife is 53. And I think Mr. Pickles is not really going to take care of the babies very much. I think he's just going to continue to eat his lettuce and just really, I think he's just going to miss a lot of child support payments and it's going to be terrible, but it'll be fine. Mrs. Pickles will be a good mom, I'm sure. And we've got the little babies, Dill, Gherkin, and Jalapeno, who will be alive, hopefully, for 150 years. All the people, all the children of the people who work at the Houston zoos might be dead by then, but the children will be alive, especially Jalapeno. All right, thanks everybody. Kapkun Kap. Thanks for joining me for English Learning Space. If you like this video, give us a like, follow us on Facebook, subscribe and share. Join us on YouTube and subscribe there. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you next time. This has been Pete with English Learning Space. See you next time. Bye-bye, guys.